Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue unpacking lookalike Chinese characters. And this week, instead of doing a full box as a boxy character, that we have the bottom removed. And now with three sides put up in there with one side that's open, it creates a whole new set of frame. So if a full box is an enclosure or a frame or border, now this one with three sides, bordered but the bottom open, that means it's not a full enclosure. You still have the freedom to leave. However, there is a separation of inside and outside. In Chinese is a first-person perspective character system, language system, and then the language user, look from the very bottom of the frame here. So this is where we, I guess, spatially are in terms of the world building of this 2D framed world. We are at here. And then on the top, you can see three sides of it is blocked. So that means there is a separation of your space versus other people's space. It can just be a separator of the space. By itself, a dome shape is pronounced as ju, that just like Wei, this full box symbol. I never use it on its own. It's always part of the story to create something else, a bigger meaning, more, I guess, sophisticated meaning. So with this separation of space, we have horizontal line. One horizontal line means one, right? That's our opening episode of the year. And then we have mouse symbol. I guess this is on the second episode. So now we see recurring symbols and then just reassemble them, create a new meaning. What could that be? One mouse under this dome. That means same. Tóng is the pronunciation. Same, simply, okay, traditional looks the same. And then 2,000 years ago's dictionary simply give you more curvature there. So instead of having this framework look like that, this same character is symmetrical. It's simply like a big bell shape. It provides the separator. And then the mouse symbol, ancient version, we already seen this one, is a cookware, the pot with two handles. And then when we simplify it, we get lost of the handles and just keep the box. And in simplified and the traditional digitized version, we can see we have a little bit of extra vertical lines under the bottom horizontal line. So that gives you kind of a hook for the eyes to easily distinguish. This is the mouse symbol. Okay, one mouse under the dome became same because that gives you the idea of homogeny or monolithic points of view. There's only one voice. So mouse symbol represents speaking. One voice under that space. And that's, okay, I guess this space is, the scope of the space can be defined contextually. If there's two households, then the two households come into agreement of something. They share the same custom or values, things like that, or same river, right? They drink from the same river. So that's same between households, neighborhoods, or regions, between two sides of the bank, or something like that. So this gives you the separation of space. And that means under this, however context you defined, there is agreement, one voice. And apparently outside that means it's something different. When we don't talk about that yet, this is just looking at within where we are familiar with, or our domain. It's just one voice. We have 同意, 同志, 同情. I intentionally chose the same structure, place the 同 in front of it, and then add one character afterwards to create different meanings. So 同意 means agree, because 意 is sweet speaking on the top, that make music, vocal music, and eventually includes instrumental as well. And the bottom is a hard symbol. We have this pump, have tube in, tube out, and tube to power the tube, power the pump itself, tube. So 3 dots with 1 pump. And that heart symbol is a Chinese way to signify our emotional or cognitive processing. So here we have music, heart. The music of the heart is a Chinese poetic way to make the sense of intention, because intention is our internal desire that we didn't verbalize yet. And that's the intention. Otherwise, it's your statement, right? It's your manifestation somehow, right? But intention is unsaid desire or will, then that's intention. Same intention means people come into agreement, agree. Ironically, to make agreement, you have to say out. You have to speak your truth and see if you agree with each other. 2 truth version compare, and then you agree or not. So that's 同意, 同志, 志, same heart there. The top is 是, is a particular class. I translated as sir before. And that's a fully functional, I guess, got some political rights, full-grown man mostly, part of the ruling class apparatus of ruling class. They probably don't have the blood time, but they prove themselves with their talents. So they're kind of a bureaucracy, I guess, ancient Chinese version. Then this was the young man's ultimate career goal. So instead of like they want to work in Wall Street or Silicon Valley, this is what the young, ambitious man want to go to become part of the ruling class or bureaucracy, at least work for the emperor back then. So this heart placed there means long, okay, 志 means ambition. It means long-term desire. You desire for the long game, and that's ambition. 同志, same ambition. Again, ironically, came from the lingo of communism lingo, when revolutionists address each other as camaraderie. Like we share the same ambition, which is to topple the current system, build something new. And that's 同志. 同情, 情 is feelings or emotions. And I think Chinese is emotionally aware language even, because the way we express emotions is by pairing the heart symbol. This is a simplified version of heart symbol when it's placed on the left side. And then the right side is the color of life. The color of life is the color that's between green and blue, kind of a turquoise in ancient Chinese. And I guess it came from a certain mineral that creates this color and used a lot in some, we call it 山水画, mountains, waters, scenic view, painting. And this color of life, when paired with heart symbol, now almost like you fully know what you're heading into is this color of life. Bring your heart to appreciate the color of life, which may not be all good and sunshine, right? Which also give you the sense of you need to stay kind of a balance, not to lose your vision of what's the mixture of this color of life. And this 青 color, when paired with the heart symbol on there, became 情, emotions. So 同情, same emotions. It's a Chinese way to say empathy. I mean, isn't it good? Empathy basically is we try to imagine what another person's going through, sympathize with them. That's empathy. Same, feeling the same. I guess empathy in a sense, I'm pretty sure this is a contemporary translation, that you can feel how others feel. That's a special gift. That you can put yourself in others' shoes and feel their pain or joy. So that's 同情. So here, 同, this is a interspecies 同, that we humans and their pet dog can come into agreement and live in peace. And we share the same space. All right. Thank you for your time. See you another day.